I'm filming here for the outdoor project. It's really exciting to come down and be part of what's going on. It's chucking down with rain, and as you can see in the background, a massive Star Wars Nerf battle gun game is going on, and the kids do not care that it's raining. The adults don't care it's raining. Everyone's having a really good time, and it's great to be here. It's great to actually see a franchise in action, and this particular franchise is run by Dan, who is a former science teacher. He saw the outdoor project on Did Teach and he thought, you know what, that suits me. So we've got a new game now. We've got Jedis, Mandalorians, Imperial troops, Stormtroopers, and they're all fighting each other to win Baby Yoda.
Hi, my name's Dan. I'm the franchise owner here at the Outdoors Project Wycombe The Chilterns. Just finished the day here for our holiday camps here at Marlow at St Peter's School. I've been in this kind of line of work now for just coming up to a year. I was a teacher beforehand. I was a secondary school teacher out in West London in a big state school. Having been to secondary school myself, having gone to university as a languages student, lived abroad. I lived in Brazil for a while, I lived in Spain. I'd had loads of really cool opportunities. I decided that my next step was to go back into education. So I worked for a year as a teaching assistant. I did my PGCE, and before I knew it, at the age of about 23, 24, I was back in the classroom as a teacher, teaching Spanish. And I stayed at the same school for the next 6-7 years. I had lots of different responsibilities, working as a head of Spanish, working in charge of being a boys' achievements, and then my life kind of took me into the pastoral route, and for the final 3 years of my job, I found myself as a head of year for 300 children, both at the upper end of Key Stage 4, so year 10, year 11, and also at the beginning of Key Stage 3. But with the pandemic and with just kind of life moving on, as I approached 30, I decided that I wanted to look for a new challenge, that my time in education for now was coming to the end. So in November of last year, 2023, I decided to hand in my notice for that summer, and not really knowing what my next step was. So the next steps, once I'd kind of allowed that to sink in, that this was going to be my final year of teaching, was to look online. I found Did Teach, and looked at the advice available there and the resources, which, considering that I'd only ever been in school, it was a really, really valuable resource. So signing up for the kind of the job bulletins, that is why I'm here today, because the Outdoors Project was working with Did Teach to advertise that. I didn't click on the link the first time, maybe not even the second or third time, but it took me a while of kind of that reflection, and then that reflection turned into kind of research before I actually then ended up becoming a franchisee, thanks to Did Teach with the Outdoors Project. I set up last summer. When I signed up with the franchise, it was agreed that I was actually going to take some time off to go travelling, which I did at the turn of the year for 3-4 months, which was really, really valuable, having spent all that time in school and kind of celebrating the start of a new chapter. And now I find myself running a wonderful job outdoors every day, after school clubs, holiday clubs, birthday parties, school workshops. It's been really cool doing a franchise as that kind of step into something that's not school. You get a lot of support with everything I'm doing, from how to set up the business to all the marketing work, to kind of using all the knowledge of those more experienced colleagues. And what I'm doing but benefits massively from everything that I've done in the classroom and all those times teaching, from communicating with parents to organisation to planning the sessions and then delivering the sessions. It's no different to what I was doing beforehand. However, I'm doing it on my terms. I'm doing it in a much calmer manner. I'm doing it with children that really, really want to be here, which is a bit of a difference from maybe what I was doing beforehand. It's a very different age group. Rather than working with those 15, 16-year-olds, I'm working with maybe 6, 7, 8-year-olds. But I found it really, really rewarding. I'm really grateful for the support I've had from Did Teach, and then with the franchise afterwards. I know that as my business grows, which will be the plan, that I will still have that kind of help and support at all the different stages. So I don't regret the change to leave teaching. It was the right time for me. Maybe one day I'll go back, but I'm super grateful for the support I've received and the decisions I've been able to make kind of subsequently.